told our boy that the price of demanding something from him is not cheap. He told him that he has to put everything he has on the line if he wants to get what he wants. The moment he heard this, Ghislain remembered his county, his sister, his father and his officials, his comrades and soldiers. This were the most important people to him. With a serious look on his face, the Marquis stretched out his hand and asked Ghislain if he can do it. Our boy looked into the man's eyes. He put himself together and shook his hand. The Marquis was surprised to see this. Our boy told him that he will put everything on the line. The Marquis looked into his eyes. He could tell that Ghislain was being serious. He turned to his assistant and asked him to inform the royal treasurer to prepare to cut off all support for Perdium. He asked him to instruct the commander of the guards to surround Ghislain's mansion in the capital. He forbade all entries and exits. The Marquis stood up and told Ghislain that he has 1 week. He asked him to bring Rosalind to him in perfect condition within this time. Our boy smiled and said that he can do it. Belinda became nervous when she heard this. Claude was annoyed. He couldn't believe that Ghislain put them in another issue when they just solved their money problem. Belinda knew that the Marquis could easily take out Perdium and Fenris. She hoped that her master knew what he was doing. Ghislain stood up. He knew that the Marquis doesn't tolerate anyone who challenges his authority, especially when it comes to his daughter's illness. Since it was a problem even the most powerful man in the kingdom could not solve, he decided to just accept his fate. Our boy knew that he had to succeed. He walked out of the Marquis' office. Marquis Branford watched him as he walked out. He said that there is no turning back now for Ghislain. The scene shifts, and we are taken to Rosalind's room. We see her looking around. While looking around, Rosalind remembered asking her father if she has to risk her life to help others. At this time, her skin was still normal. The Marquis told her that helping the powerless is nothing but hypocrisy. He explained to her that she needs to first acquire strength if she wishes to be in a position where she can help. Rosalind looked at her sword and said that she followed her father's words. She said that she acquired the strength that she needed, but it came with a hideous appearance. Ghislain stepped into her room and told her that he knew that she would be the daughter of Marquis Branford. Rosalind turned around when she heard this. Our boy stretched out his hand and introduced himself as Ghislain Fenris, the lord of the Fenris territory. Rosalind asked Ghislain to tell her why he is there. Our boy explained to her that he came to cure her illness. He asked her if the cosmetics he gave her had any effect. Rosalind threw the deneb at him when she heard this. Ghislain dodged it by bending his head. The product hit the wall and got destroyed. With a shaky tone in her voice, Rosalind asked our boy if he thinks that he is the first person to attempt to cure her illness. She put her hands around her body and told Ghislain that she is not interested in knowing the medicine or method he will use. She asked him to leave her alone. She said that it is all futile. Ghislain assured her that he is different. He revealed to her that he is putting his life on the line to treat her. Rosalind turned to him and told him that everyone who came to satisfy their greed always say that they are putting their lives on the line and they are different. She asked him if he thinks that he is special because his cosmetics are selling well. Ghislain told her that he understands that she has been through a lot. Rosalind Branford is a girl who inherited the blood of the Marquis and her mother, who is the daughter of the kingdom's chancellor. After her mother passed away, she became the sanctity of her family. The girl was skilled in both the pen and the sword. She knew how to wield the sword and use mana. She also built her achievements as the foremost patron of Cardinia's various industries. However, an unknown disease completely overturned the life of this talented girl. Even when the Marquis' family exhausted every possible means, Rosalind's illness couldn't still be cured. Due to this, Marquis Branford sought to resolve his daughter's problem through a political marriage. Even if she could no longer live like before, the Branford name would still be able to protect the girl. The cause of Rosalind's illness is an irreversible spontaneous skin eruption, which is caused by improper training of the mana cultivation technique. This is one of the rare rejection responses that appears when the balance between the polarities of mana collapses. In other words, Rosalind's mana road itself was in disorder. Rosalind drew her sword and covered it with mana. She asked Ghislain to get lost before she kills him. Our boy knew that Rosalind's illness will worsen if she continues to force mana out of her body. He apologized to her and told her that he is going to have to treat her forcefully. Immediately he said this, he charged at the girl. Rosalind swung her sword at him when he got close to her. Ghislain blocked her blade with his sword hilt. He used his sword hilt to push her blade down and grabbed her arm. He slammed Rosalind on the ground and managed to hold her down. Immediately he did this, he called out to Belinda and Wendy. The two women entered the room with a bed. They tied Rosalind to the bed. The girl asked them to let her go immediately. Claude stepped into the room with a box. Ghislain took off his jacket and told the girl that he will remove her mask. Rosalind was shocked to hear this. Our boy explained to her that he needs to check her condition before beginning the actual treatment. When he placed his hand on her mask, Rosalind asked him to stop. She told him that she doesn't need his treatment. Ghislaine didn't listen to her. He took off her mask. Claude and the rest of the group were quite shocked to see how damaged her skin was. Ghislaine didn't seem surprised. He took out a vial from the box Claude was holding and explained to the girl that she will have to endure a lot for a week. He told her that she can endure what is about to happen as long as she is determined. Rosalind grit her teeth out of anger. She asked our boy if he has a death wish. She asked him if he really thinks that he can treat her illness. Our boy told her that he will die if he is not able to treat her. He poured the substance in the vial in her mouth. He told the girl that she will also die if she doesn't get treated. Rosalind was shocked to hear this. Tears flowed out of her eyes. Ghislaine covered his hand with his mana. He was certain that his method will be successful. This is because this treatment was invented by Rosalind's future self. Our boy placed his hand on Rosalind's stomach and pushed his mana into her body. His mana entered her veins. Rosalind felt a large amount of excruciating pain when Ghislaine's mana entered her veins. She couldn't believe that she had to endure this for a whole week. The girl wondered why she had to get this illness. She wondered why she was the only person in the world who had to suffer this kind of pain. The moment she thought of this, she remembered Ghislaine telling her that she will also die if she doesn't get treated. The girl grit her teeth and pulled herself together. Since she was going to die eventually, she asked our boy to try his best until the very end. She told him that she will kill him if he messes up. The scene shifts, and we are taken to Ghislaine's mansion. We see the mansion surrounded by the Marquis' soldiers. Ghislaine's soldiers were scared and confused. They didn't understand why they were in a situation like this. While trembling, Alfoy said that their stupid lord must have made another mess. Gordon suggested that they look for Ghislaine instead of staying like this. Gillian asked him not to bother. He and Kair walked down the stairs with barrels of liquor in their hands. Kair asked the men to relax and have a drink. He reminded them that their lord wouldn't make a move without thinking. A week later, we are taken to the Marquis' mansion. We see the Marquis and two knights walking to the basement. When he stepped into the basement, the man saw something surprising. He saw Ghislaine standing in a room covered with blood. His daughter's face had a light veil on it. Our boy turned to the Marquis and looked him in the eye. Marquis Branford stared at Ghislaine with a chilling look on his face. Ghislaine used his hand to remove the veil on the girl's face. The Marquis was shocked to see what our boy did. The scene shifts, and we see people gossiping about how the daughter of the Marquis has been cured of her illness. Later in the day, we see Ghislaine step into the Marquis' office with Claude and Belinda. He bowed his head to the Marquis when he stepped into his office. Marquis Branford smiled and told our boy that he wasn't all talk. Ghislaine sat down and told him that he was able to do it because he gave him a chance. The Marquis asked him to tell him what he wants. Everyone in the room nervously looked at Ghislaine. They all wanted to know what he would ask for. Our boy asked the Marquis to be his guardian. The Marquis' subordinates were shocked to hear this. Belinda was happy to hear what her master said. She knew that he would request for this. Claude knew that Marquis Branford would be forced to take responsibility for his lord if he becomes his guardian. This is perfect for building a base of power in the kingdom. Marquis Branford reminded Ghislaine that he said that he needs a small favor. He told him that he now understands why he came to him. Ghislaine smiled when he heard this. The Marquis revealed to him that he already has someone in the north who he has set his sights on. Our boy asked him if he is referring to Count Brivant. The Marquis did not expect to hear this. He reminded Ghislaine that Count Rayfold and Count Desmond are also great lords in the north. He asked him about why he thinks it is Count Brivant. Our boy explained to him that Count Desmond pretends to be neutral, but no one knows what he is really thinking. The Rayfold County is currently in chaos due to internal family strife. Besides this too, the other lords are incompetent and greedy. On the other hand, Count Brivant is wealthy and close to the royalist faction. He also possesses the military power of the Flame Magic Tower. The only person that the Marquis could set his eyes on is Count Brivant. Marquis Branford asked Ghislaine if he is saying that he is more worthy than Count Brivant. Our boy smiled and asked the man to be honest. He asked him if he doesn't find the Count to be unsatisfying. Marquis Branford began to laugh when he heard this. He told Ghislaine that he is correct. He said that the Count is a good man, but he is lazy, indecisive, and easily influenced. Our boy told him that the Count would have already been influenced by the Duke because of his personality. He asked the Marquis to be bolder if he is going to grant his wish. He asked him to make him the representative of the North. Marquis Branford did not expect this. He told Ghislaine that he now knows why he risked his life for this. He stood up and asked everyone present to bear witness. He announced that he will support Ghislaine as his guardian. He said that our boy's enemies are now his enemies. Everyone who wants to face Ghislaine must remember that the Marquis stands behind him. Marquis Branford turned to our boy and asked him to swear that he will consider his honor in everything that he does. Ghislaine went on his knees and drew his sword. He held his blade and swore that he will consider the Marquis's honor. The moment he did this, someone congratulated him. Our boy quickly turned around. The person told him that she couldn't greet him properly because of the chaos. The girl with the blue fan told Ghislain that although her father has rewarded him, she is the one who is truly indebted to him. Immediately she said this, Rosalind closed her blue fan and revealed her beautiful face and shining red eyes. The girl told our boy that she will become his guardian. In the next scene, we see a party taking place in the Marquis's mansion. We see nobles dancing and talking to each other. Some of them talked about how Rosalind's illness was cured by some no-name noble with cosmetics. Someone said that it might be the Deneb that Countess Muriel has been advertising. A noble lady asked the man not to make her laugh. She said that a cosmetic product cannot cure an illness that even doctors couldn't cure. Another man said that Marquis Branford wouldn't host a banquet for no reason. He said that he heard that the Marquis has already decided on whom to support. While the nobles were chatting amongst themselves, someone asked them to look up. Everyone quickly turned to the door. They saw Ghislain walking with Belinda by his side. The woman wore a beautiful dress. Belinda grabbed her master's hand and asked him to take it out of his pocket. She asked him to put a smile on his face. Ghislain wasn't really interested in doing this. He asked the woman if she doesn't think that she is a little overdressed for the event. Belinda smiled and asked her master if he knows when she will get the chance to come to a banquet like this. She said that she cannot miss a banquet hosted for him by the real power of the kingdom. Ghislain said that he is not certain if the banquet is for him. Immediately he said this, the doors slowly opened. Someone announced that Marquis Branford is entering the hall. Everyone quickly turned to the door. They saw the Marquis step into the hall with a lady by his side. Rosalind gently walked down the stairs. She put her blue fan away and revealed her face to the nobles. She asked them if they have all been well. The nobles began to cheer when they saw Rosalind's face. They couldn't believe that the rumors were true. One of them said that she is even more beautiful than before. Belinda said that she almost didn't recognize the girl. She told our boy that no one would believe that this was the same person who had a bad temper a few days ago. While looking at the nobles, Rosalind turned to our boy and carefully looked at him. Ghislain didn't know why she did this. The Marquis thanked everyone for attending his banquet. He said that today's banquet is to celebrate his daughter and to allow him to officially announce that he has decided on his ward. The nobles were surprised to hear this. They couldn't believe that the rumors were true. Marquis Branford told them that some of them might already know our boy, but most of them don't. He said that Rosalind was able to break free from the illness that has been oppressing her for years thanks to the efforts of Baron Ghislain Fenris. The Marquis said that his family will do its absolute best to help Ghislain as its guardian. He asked the nobles to treat our boy the same way they treat him. He smiled and asked them to enjoy the banquet. Immediately he said this. The nobles turned to Ghislain and glared at him with a scary look in their eyes. They looked like predators that have found their new prey. Ghislain realized that the Marquis might be careful when making a decision, but he is decisive when it is time to act. He remembered the Marquis asking him to attend the banquet so that he could introduce himself to the nobles of the faction. He told our boy that the nobles can provide him with help in the future. Ghislain noticed that most of the kingdom's important figures attended this banquet. He didn't like interacting with nobles, but he understood that the banquet would benefit him a lot. While he was looking around, he heard some people gossiping. Some wondered if Ghislain deserved to be under the Branford family. Some said that his family doesn't even have any real power. Belinda was annoyed to see that they were looking down on her master. While the nobles were talking, someone called out to Ghislain. Our boy and Belinda quickly turned their heads. Rosalind bowed her head and told Ghislain that she would like to extend her gratitude to him. The nobles were shocked to hear this. The hall became quiet. Rosalind asked him not to pay attention to the petty noise. She said that it is natural for rumors to follow a popular figure. Ghislain said that he is not interested in this kind of popularity. He told the girl that their intense gazes are almost burning his skin. Rosalind told him that today is a special day. She explained to him that the nobles have confirmed that she has officially returned to the public side, and they found out that her father has become his guardian. She said that the nobles must be itching to do something. She stretched out her hand and told Ghislain that they need to greet the nobles. She said that everyone is waiting. Our boy carefully turned and looked at Belinda. The woman smiled and waved at him. Ghislain smiled and grabbed Rosalind's hand. The girl explained to him that the royalist faction is divided into three main groups. The first group belongs to the wealthy house of Elizabeth, which dominates the capital's culture and commerce. The second group is under the Chief Justice who oversees law and administration. He is the eldest son of the Royal Chancellor and Rosalind's in-law. His name is Sir Bilor Norton. The third group is under Marquis Morris Macquarie. He is the commander-in-chief of the kingdom's army. He is in control of the nation's military might. Rosalind explained to Ghislaine that this people are the high nobles of the Lithuania kingdom who wield immense power over administration, finance, and the military. She told him that whoever he chooses to greet first as the northern representative will either raise or diminish their prestige. The moment he heard this, our boy remembered the Marquis telling him that the world he is about to step into is completely different from the one he comes from. Rosalind told him that he has to choose well. Ghislaine carefully looked at the nobles. He let out a sigh and walked forward. He moved close to Count Elizabeth and bowed his head to introduce himself to him. Marquis Morris was annoyed to see this. Count Elizabeth greeted our boy with a smile on his face. He told him that his wife has gained some confidence thanks to him. He asked Ghislaine to let him know if he ever needs any help. Countess Muriel moved close to our boy and referred to him as their little brother. She said that our boy is quite loyal. Ghislaine asked her if she is allowed to call him this in this formal setting. The Countess said that it is not important since they are the only ones there. She thanked Ghislaine for saving their faces. Immediately she did this. Marquis Morris cleared his throat loudly so that Ghislaine can notice his presence. A man wearing blue clothes said that Ghislaine should first pay his respects to the commander of the army if he is the son of a count. A man wearing red who stood behind Marquis Morris said that Marquis Branford has grown old. He said that Marquis Branford is now poor at discerning people. Ghislaine turned around and moved close to the Marquis. He walked past the man instead of greeting him. Marquis Morris was shocked to see this. He saw our boy introduce himself to Sir Bilor Norton. The man was annoyed to see this. Sir Bilor thanked Ghislaine for curing Rosalind. He told him that he has lifted a great burden off his heart. He revealed to him that Marquis Branford told him that he was looking for dwarven and elven slaves. He told Ghislaine that he takes care of the legal issues related to slave traders and taxes. He asked him not to worry about it. Ghislaine thanked the man for his help. After he was done with Sir Bilor, he went to greet Marquis Morris. The man was quite angry to see that our boy greeted him last. He asked him not to get conceited because Marquis Branford is backing him. He told Ghislaine that he can cut him off anytime. Our boy said that he still has many shortcomings. He asked Marquis Morris to continue guiding him in the future. Marquis Branford watched our boy as he greeted the nobles. He heard the other nobles discussing about how Ghislaine greeted the high nobles. When Ghislaine was done, Rosalind asked him if the order was intentional. Our boy told her that he simply followed his heart. The moment he said this, the other nobles ran to him. They wanted to give him gifts and talk to him. The Elizabeth family and Sir Bilor watched Ghislaine as the other nobles surrounded him. Count Elizabeth said that our boy has earned the resentment of Marquis Morris. His wife asked him not to worry because the Marquis is a simple man. Sir Bilor said that Marquis Morris can't cut Ghislaine off just because he is jealous. Marquis Branford said that this is natural. He said that our boy is the only one who was capable of curing Rosalind's illness. Sir Bilor was amazed that the Marquis discovered such an excellent talent. He referred to him as brother and told him that he is quite impressive. Marquis Branford said that he didn't do much. He explained to him that Ghislaine rose from the bottom to this position with his own strength. He said that our boy possesses the might to turn an unfavorable war into victory, and he has the ability to read the surrounding state of affairs and foresee what lies ahead. The Marquis said that he believed